question is, when staring at your big goal and it seems like a massive elephant that you can't conquer, what will you do? Well, that's the question, and this podcast, Eat Your Elephant, is here to help you to find the answer that will keep you moving forward and making progress. Because you can eat your elephant one bite at a time. I'm your host, Nick Macy, and let's dive right in. Well, hello there. Glad you're here. Glad you're listening in. Joining in the process of conquering your goals. It's an exciting thing. The thing, though, is that sometimes achieving those big goals that you have in your life, it can be a long, difficult journey. Because if you have those big goals and you've been working toward them, then you already know that. And you also probably know a few things that can help you to achieve those big goals too. But now, if you're anything like me, then reminding yourself of these things that you already know can help you to keep moving forward and making progress. It's not that you don't know them. It's just, it's easy to get caught up in everyday life and being busy and working and doing this and that, and even getting frustrated when the progress isn't coming quite as fast as you'd like it to come. Does that resonate with you at all? Or have you ever experienced that when you're striving toward a goal and it's just not happening as quickly as it can, as you wish it could, and you're just getting really busy, maybe getting a little frustrated, but in the back of your mind, you know some of the things that can help keep you moving forward. I know that I'm not the only person out there that experiences this. If you need a little mental boost, like I often do, honestly, then you might try to remind yourself of some of these things that I remind myself of, or at least I try to remind myself of, because it can be easy to get caught up in the midst of everything. So have you ever noticed yourself getting caught up in just being busy and not making as much progress as you like and getting frustrated and all that? Then try to do what I do, or try to do what I try to do. I'm not perfect, but what I try to do is remind myself of these 3 simple truths. And they can keep you going towards your success just as much as they help keep me going toward mine. So the first one is small steps can take you a great distance. Yeah, now you probably know this. If you're taking steps going forward, you're making progress. It's just a simple fact. When you're making progress, you're going forward. You're going closer to your goal. And progress will carry you all the way to your goal. So you don't have to achieve everything in one day. You can't do everything all at once. It's just not possible. So just keep taking steps. And when you take those steps going forward, you keep getting closer to your goal. You can learn and improve along the way. And over time, amazing things happen because you continue to take those steps going forward. This is huge. All it is about continuing to make progress. It doesn't have to happen all at once, but you actually develop the habit of continuing to move forward. And you become persistent. And success does favor the persistent. I really believe that. As long as you stick to it, you keep taking steps, you keep moving forward, before you know it, over time, you've gone a great distance. You've taken great strides and improved and made the changes that you want to make by continuing to take those steps. All right, so that's the first reminder, is that small steps can take you a great distance. The second one is you choose what you do. See, you choose your actions. Now, yes, there's probably a lot of demands for your time, attention, and money, and more things. But there's a lot of demands on you, and maybe some restrictions, maybe some laws or rules you have to follow. Yeah, I get that. But really, at the end of the day, you choose what you do. If you choose to break some of those rules or demands, then there might be some consequences, but your actions are your choice. So take ownership of that choice and make it work for you as good as it can, because this is your power. Own it. You get to choose your actions. You get to choose what goals you set, how you pursue them. You get to choose these things. So take ownership of it. Accept that power and that responsibility and make it work for you. And see, in taking this ownership, this responsibility for your actions and what you choose to do, it leads into that attitude and that mindset that you're determining your future. And that's where some power is. That's when you really take, big action and make things happen, because you realize that you're in control of what you do. Well, Being in control of what you do and how that impacts your future leads right into the third reminder, and that's your past does not equal your future. See, the past doesn't equal the future. And honestly, this is one of the ones that I'm most grateful for in my life. So you may not know a ton about my past or the dirty little details, but pretty much there was a terrible point in my life where I was just in a bad place for a good number of years there. And through a great deal of hard work, change, accepting help, being persistent, and the grace of God, I made it out. And my life is unrecognizable compared to what it was before. So believe me, from somebody that was down and out, really down and out at one point in time, that the past does not equal the future. See, when you continue to take those steps going forward and you're persistent, and you choose what you do, then you do have the power to impact your future and to make it what you want it to be. Now, it won't be all instantaneous. That's why you have to keep taking steps. And it will be some hard work, and you have to choose to do that hard work. But you can choose to impact your future in the way that you want. All right. So remind yourself of these things when you need to know it, when you need to hear it. Tell yourself, that these small steps are taking you a great distance. That you're choosing what you do. And that your future is in your hands. Now, these things may be things that you already know, but bring them back to the front of your mind when you need them. That way you can keep your mindset and your focus where it needs to be so that you can go conquer your goals. So use these reminders when you need them. Well, thanks for listening to Eat Your Elephant podcast. That's today's episode. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you do enjoy the podcast, please share it with somebody. It'd be a big help to help more people find it. Thanks for listening. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.